Keep your attention on your breath. Our life is in the present moment, but most of the times we are either living in the past or in the future. Few times a day, we should find opportunities to become aware of the present moment, and slowly, steadily, we should start living in the present moment rather than living in the past or in the future. This brings us back to reality, and this enhances the quality of our life. So, whenever you feel distracted, you feel you're living in the past or in the future, you can just sit silently for 1 or 2 minutes, focus on your breath, take a few deep breaths in, like we did in this small exercise, and you can become aware of the present moment, because this is where your life is, not in the past, not in the future. Keep focusing on your breath. Take as deep breaths as possible. Your breath should fill your stomach and not your chest. It should be deep, such that it is touching your navel region. In our routine lives, we focus on things which we do not have, right? We say, I don't have this, I don't have that, and that becomes our area of focus. But there's another way of living life, and that way of living life is in gratitude, right? So being grateful for what you have, right, rather than thinking about what you do not have. Because only when you feel gratitude that you attract abundance in life. When you feel gratitude for what you already have, only then you attract more in life. If you feel grateful for the happiness which you have, you will attract more happiness. If you feel grateful for meaningful relationships which you will have much more meaningful relationships. So gratitude is something which heals us, which gives us, a lot of confidence, a lot of pleasantness in our being, and helps us live a life of grace. So we will now do another practice. This is called lotus of gratitude. So we will make a lotus out of your right hand and bring in front of your heart. Just join all fingers of your right hand. You don't need to open your eyes. Just join all fingers and bring it in front of your heart, the right hand. Keep your left hand as it is on your left knee with palm facing upward. Do not change its position. Now we will feel grateful for one thing and we will open one finger. Like that, we will feel grateful for 5 things and we will open the entire lotus. So feel grateful for one thing, anything which you are really happy for and you feel thankful for. Feel grateful for it and open the first finger. Feel grateful for one more thing and open your second finger. Feel grateful for one more thing and open your third finger. Feel grateful for one more thing and open your fourth finger. Finally, feel grateful for one more thing and open your fifth finger. Or you can take your hand back on your knee and sit with your eyes closed with focus on your breath. Slowly become aware of present moment. Move your fingers and toes and gently rub your hands against each other. Now place your hands on your throat and very gently open your eyes and rub your hands all around your face and on your, and remembering the present moment, come back. Great. So welcome once again. First of all, wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. So it's a day of love. So the topic for today's session is also love, but a different kind of love, right? A different form of love than what we have experienced so far in our life. And what we will do is that we'll understand what love is and why is it important. And we'll also understand why is it important to become a loving being. And then we'll do a small meditation called Love and Light, through which we will experience infinite love, right? So that's what we will do today. So let me talk a little bit about love. Yeah. So love is such a powerful emotion that it can transform all situations around you. So it doesn't matter if you're in a good situation or you're in a bad situation. If you are loving, you will have that pleasantness in you and you will be emitting such positive vibrations from yourself that everything around you will get transformed. It doesn't matter how what kind of people you live with. It doesn't matter what kind of people you come across in your, let's say, in your office, at your workplace, or in your family, or in your friend circle. It doesn't matter. If you are loving, if you emit love as an energy and you have a very strong love emotion, you will transform everything, right? And in fact, it is indeed one of the most powerful emotion, but of course after anger, right? Anger is something which is like the most powerful because we really, we shiver and we really get a feel of it when we get angry, right? So after anger, love is the, most powerful emotion. However, you always have an opportunity to transform your anger into love, right? You can always do that. And a lot of people say that if you get angry, you should try controlling your anger, but it doesn't work, right? Because if you control your anger today, you might end up getting more angry at somebody else tomorrow, right? So the only way, if you want to, let's say, get rid of anger, is to transform it into love, right? And that's the only way to sort of get rid of anger, right? So as I said earlier, love can really transform your situations, and and the way we experience love today, right? So what do we call love? I mean, when we meet someone, we fall in love with somebody, and we say it's love. But that is just a transaction. That's really not love, right? That is just a transaction. You want to marry somebody, so you transact, you propose them, and you they, reply back to it, and then you get married and all that happens, right? So that is just a transaction. That's really not love. Love is something, which is unconditional, right? Love doesn't require any transaction, or love is not a calculation, right? So love does not calculate that, okay, I did this for somebody, so that person should also do this for me, right? So if that is your expectation, then that's a transaction, right? And love is also not about, doing something for somebody, right? It is the way you are, right? It is your presence, your being, which becomes a loving being, right? And it starts emitting love to one and everything, right? A good example to understand this is love of a child, right? So I have a small boy at home now. So, every day when I pick him up, he gives me a very good smile, right? So it's just the love which he's transmitting. Now, even if he goes to anybody's hands, right, whether my wife or my mom or anybody else, or even some friend who's visiting the house, he will give smile to everybody, right? So that's his way of expressing love. And he does not expect anything in return, right? Even if you don't smile back at him, he's fine, right? Because his nature is loving, and he's just emitting love, right? So that's pure love. And in fact, all of us are born that ways, right? All of us are born that ways. When we were a small child, we did not have any discrimination. We did not discriminate between, our family, or, our parents' friends, or our parents, or even, even somebody who would come to our house, whether it be our, somebody working for us, or anybody, right? We did not discriminate as children, right? We always, we considered everybody to be same, and we emitted equal amount of love to everybody, right? So that's how we were. But over a period of time, we forget this, right? Because we, start learning the ways of this world, as everybody says. And, then we start judging everything as right, as wrong, as good, as bad, and that takes away our natural ability of loving from us, right? But it's a very important emotion. Yeah, if you do not have love in your life, then you're doing injustice to the time which you have on this planet, right? Because only when you have love will your life be pleasant, and only when you have love will you be able to experience what life really is. The sweetness of life will come only when you are loving, and only when you experience love, when you give unconditional love to everybody around you, irrespective of how that person stays with you, behaves with you, or whatever that person does with you. If you emit that unconditional love and you become a loving being, only then your life becomes sweet, and only then you experience what this life as a phenomena is, right? So it's a very, very important emotion. And good news is that you can easily cultivate this, right? It's not so difficult. You can easily cultivate this. It is something which you can bring into your life, and you can, as I said earlier, you can transform your anger into love, right? Because both of them are just two sides of the same coin, right? Presence of something is love, absence of that is anger, right? It's just two sides of a coin, right? So you can easily transform. If you know how to get angry, you can easily love how to be loving, right? It's very, very easy. In fact, people who get a lot of anger, it's good news for them that they can easily transform it into love, because they already know what is the, the power of getting angry, and they, if they start transforming it into love, it will be very fast for them, right? Because generally people who get a lot of anger really want to come out of it, right? Even if they don't talk about it, even if they don't say to anybody, somewhere inside them they know that they need to come out of it, right? So that's the reason why if you get really angry, then you can really come out of it very soon, right? So on this Valentine's Day today, we are learning about love, and we'll take one step to, become more loving, and making ourselves a loving being, right? So what I want all of you to become is, I want all of you to transform into a loving being and be reborn as a loving being, right? So let this be a new birth for you, that today onwards you become a loving being and you start spreading your love and light to everybody around you, irrespective of who they are, what kind of relationship you have with them, or what kind of transactions you have done with them. It doesn't matter. But your love should not reduce, and it should just flow from you to everybody else around the world. Right? And within a few days, if you start doing this, if you start practicing this, you will realize that within a few days time, your quality of life will drastically improve, right? And in every way, right? So your health will improve, you will have less thoughts, right? Your emotions will become pleasant, you will worry less about your future, you will have less conflicts with people around you, you will become more productive, right? Even in terms of your work and everything, because once your mind calms down, naturally you will become more productive, right? And you will not get bogged down by any difficult situation which comes in, right? If any difficulty comes in, you will have all the strength in the world to, take care of that and move ahead from that, right? And and you will also start enjoying every moment of your life, right? Because once you become loving and once you start living in the present moment, you suddenly start enjoying everything which comes your way, right? Good or bad, it doesn't matter. You just start enjoying the life as it is, right? Because whenever these situations come in our life, they always come with an intent to, teach us something and, transform us to a different zone altogether, right? That's the reason why we face all the difficult situations in life, right? So with that intent, you should try developing love in your life, and no better day to start doing it than Valentine's Day. So 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 start doing this, start focusing on this, and once you take a few steps ahead, you will naturally know what to do and how to progress ahead. So don't worry whether you will do it, you will be able to do it, or you will not be able to do it. Everybody is capable of doing, and everybody can be a loving being. Yeah. So with that context, we will now do a small meditation, around 30 minutes. It will take. So again, instructions are very simple. You can either sit comfortably or you can even lie down, right? So either ways, it is fine. Either ways, it is fine. You can either sit down or you can even lie down. And you just need to follow the instructions. I will guide you through the entire process. If you don't follow something, it's okay. Just follow the next thing. And for some of those who are doing meditation for the first time, it might happen that your mind might start wandering to different places, right? So if that happens, then let it be. Doesn't matter for now. Let it be, let it wander. But the moment you realize that it is wandering to some other zone, just become conscious of that moment or whatever instruction I'm giving you, and start doing it, right? So don't worry that if you're doing it right or wrong, and just come back to what I am telling you, right? And like that, you can, just continue doing it, right? So with that intent, we will now begin the meditation practice. For those who are lying down, you can lie down straight, and you can keep your hands and legs at approximately 45-degree angle, right? Because that's the most comfortable position to be in. So basically, you have to be comfortable. So just be comfortable and lie down in a comfortable way. For those who are sitting, we will keep our hand on our heart chakra center, right? We'll keep it on our heart center, and we will keep the right hand first, followed by the left hand, right? So like this, we will keep the hands, right? For initial part of the meditation. And then after we are done with the initial part, I will then guide you to keep your hands on your knees. Yeah. So when I tell you to place your hands on your knees, just move your hands slowly from your heart chakra to your knees, right? So 30 minutes for the meditations. Uh, don't let anything disturb you. Even if somebody comes and starts shouting in your room or the place where you are, it doesn't matter. Just relax, right? It's okay. Even if somebody disturbs you, don't get bogged down by that noise, or don't feel that why is it disturbing me. Just relax, right? Be with yourself. Yeah. So now let me start a small music. While in the meantime, please close your eyes and take off your specs once again if you're wearing them. So close your eyes and start focusing on your breath once again. Become aware of the present moment and keep your focus on the breath. Keep your focus on your breath. Now feel that your breath is going into your heart chakra. Breathe in into your heart chakra. Basically, the center of the heart, the point where the rib cage meets is your heart chakra. So feel that you're breathing into your heart chakra. As you breathe in, your heart chakra is slowly opening up. Now feel that your heart chakra is expanding from the front of your body and also at the back of your body. Now feel that your heart chakra is emitting a beautiful pink light. And slowly, this light is filling your entire body. The beautiful pink light is entering your chest. It is now entering your head, your entire face, your stomach. The pink light is now entering your waist. Pink light now entering your right leg, now entering your left leg. Now fill your entire body. Now slowly, a pink light is entering your skin and you are glowing in this pink color. You are emitting this pink light from you. You are a being of pink light. Now your pink light is surrounding you completely and it is entering your aura, the space around you. This pink light has now completely healed you and made you a loving being. Now emit this pink light in the room where you are currently sitting and give this light to everybody who is sitting in that room. Feel that they are receiving this pink light and getting healed from within. This pink light is making them more peaceful, bringing them harmony, and they can feel the love in this pink light. Now this pink light is filling your entire house, and everybody who is in the house is receiving this pink light from you. This pink light is healing them, making them loving and more. Now give this pink light to all your close friends and your family members. Feel that they are receiving your love in the form of this pink light, and this pink light is healing them, and bringing them to harmony. Give them your love. More and more love you emit, the more and more you generate. Now give this pink light to the entire state which you are in. Feel that your heart chakra has expanded so much that it is emitting such a powerful pink light that everybody in the city is receiving your love in the form of this light. Feel that with this love and light, you are more peaceful, bringing in harmony and bringing lots of love to everybody who lives in this city. Feel that your heart chakra is expanding even more, and you are now giving your love in the form of this pink light to the entire country. The entire country is feeling your love, becoming more peaceful, and giving more harmony. All your countrymen getting this love and light that you're. Now feel that your heart chakra is expanding even more, and this pink light is now received by everybody on this planet Earth. The entire planet is feeling more peaceful, gaining more harmony, and feeling more loving with the love and light that you are emitting. All the continents, everybody on this planet is receiving your pink light and feeling your love. In place your hands on your knees. Keep your head straight. Come down. Keep feeling that everybody on the planet is receiving your pink light. Now feel that the heart chakra is expanding even more in the entire universe. All the planets, all the stars, the sun, the moon, everybody in this universe is receiving your pink light. Feel that everybody in the universe is healing the love and light that you are emitting. We are becoming more peaceful. We can feel your love and harmony with all the love and light that you are emitting. Enjoy this moment of connection. Feel connected to everybody in the universe. Feel that you are one frequency. There is no two. Just entire. Continue enjoying your connection with the entire existence and continue feeling that you are just one and you are emitting your pink light to one and everyone in this entire universe. You are the energy which is present in all life forms on this planet and in this universe. You have been here even before the planet or the universe was formed, and you will be here even after the planet or the universe was formed. You are an omnipresent energy emitting your love and light. Everybody, irrespective of who they are, beautiful pink light and your love. Let enjoy this connection and this moment. Continue enjoying your connection with the entire existence. Feel the awareness and the existence. You are a loving being who emits love to one and everybody, irrespective of who they are. Feel that you are beyond any limits. You are inside and outside the limits. Vast being. Remember your existence, presence, your life. Enjoy this connection with everybody in this universe. Just start getting yourself and start coming back to physical form, but in the form of light, in the awareness that you are one with existence. You are an energy which is there in all living beings, all life forms. Slowly come back to your physical form and see yourself completely made of light, spreading the light, love, and peace to everybody whom you connect with and whom you come in touch with. With this remembrance and come back to your physical form while still vast and expanding. Now again bring your hands to the heart chakra, right hand first, left hand on top. All the energy in the heart chakra. Absorb everything in the heart chakra and stay like this for a few minutes. Continue absorbing all the energy which you have into your heart chakra. Now take 3 deep breaths. Become aware of the breath. Take 3 deep breaths. Slowly moving your fingers and thumb. Become aware of the present moment and rub your hands against each other. Now place your hand on your face, absorb all the energy, and gently, whenever you feel comfortable, with a smile on your face, you may open your eyes and rub your hands over your entire face and on your body. Come back to the present with a smile on your face. Some of you need more time. Please take your time and come back to each other. Yes. Great. So I hope all of you enjoyed it. And for some of those who are doing meditation for the first time, I hope it was a good experience. Okay. So now it's time for you guys to share your experience or ask any questions which you might have. If you want to know anything about meditation or life in general, or you want to share any of your experiences about anything, about love, or about meditation, or about anything else, then now it's time for you to do that. Yeah. You can even tell everybody how did you feel while doing this meditation, and and if you have any questions, then please feel free to unmute yourself and share that.
Hi, Kunal.
Hey Varun,
Hi. First of all, congratulations on being a father recently.
thank you, thank
And
you.
secondly, on having this wonderful session. I feel so light, to be honest. And it has been some time since I have indulged myself into meditation. Uh, I believe you are doing it every day, or
Yeah,
I
I
mean, how are
practice
you
it
coping
daily.
up?
I practice it daily. Yes.
Great, great. The difference is clearly visible on your face as well. So for the audience, Kunal and I go back to more than 8 years, I believe.
2011 December.
December, right, right. And he has had a wonderful impact on my uh, not just personal life, professional life as well. Uh, I look up to him for a lot of day-to-day motivation. So, I mean, I'm sure there would be many stories which others can also share. So, I'll not eat up anybody else's time. Thank you, thanks, man.
Thank you, bye. Great. Anybody else has any question, wants to share anything?
Hello. Hi, Kunal Bharti this
Hey,
side.
Bharti.
Hi. So if you remember, I'm.
We can't hear you properly. Can you come little close to the mic?
Is it better now?
Yes, it's slightly better. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I would say that I have done meditation previously, but
Sure.
this experience was quite different because the pink light and whatever narrative you were giving actually helped getting in a different kind of mode. Generally, when we do meditation, it is simply sitting down, closing your eyes, and thinking about some blank space. So that sometimes I do it, but it does not energizes me to the level because I'm unable to concentrate. So this way, I today I felt that I was much more focused, and it gave a lot of positivity, and I felt that I was smiling all the time when we talked about the pink light. So it was a good experience.
Great. Thank you so much. What have you tried before? Can I just ask that?
Yeah, so before, actually, I started with 1 minute meditation. I'm not a very regular person, but in 1 minute, actually, I have studied in our school where every morning and evening we used to have meditation classes. So throughout my childhood, I have done it, but it was just staring at a blank space and trying not to think about anything. So
Sure.
this is all I know about meditation.
Okay.
And sometimes we had a mantra which we used to call, and we have to concentrate and repeat it again and again while our eyes are closed internally. So that is something I have done for years, but today was a very different theme on which it was done.
Great, great. Good to hear that. So keep coming to the weekly sessions. We have it every Sunday. We learn something new every Sunday. So keep coming. Great.
Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to share?
Hello, I'm Narendra Gupta this side.
Yeah, hi Narendra.
Mm. So my neck falls back while I'm doing a meditation. Is it helpful or it hampers the meditation process?
The neck falls back, is it? Like this?
Yeah, like this.
Okay, okay. No, so see, basically, see, ideal situation is that your spine should be straight, right? Because while
Uh-huh.
you're meditating, your energies are flowing up, right? So if you do not let your energies flow up, then it will not work properly. But it happens to a lot of people, right? I have been in rooms where thousands of people are meditating. Even, I have also experienced a lot of times that either my neck becomes like this or my neck becomes like this, right?
Mm.
So one way, there are two, three things which you can do, right? One is that you can take up some form of yoga to make your spine more erect and, make it more stable. So if you do that,
Okay.
then it will not happen. So you can try Surya Namaskar, or you can try that Bhujangasana, right? So these are some of the
Mm-hmm.
asanas which you can try, do it on regular basis. So your spine will become more erect and more stable. Right? That is one way. Another way is that you
Mm-hmm.
try to keep your chin or keep your face slightly upwards, slightly turned upwards. So naturally, you keep
Mm-hmm.
turned upwards and you try to focus in between your eyebrows whenever you're meditating, right? So keep it like this,
Mm-hmm.
focus in between the eyebrows. So if you try to maintain this position, then consciously it might happen that your head might not move much, right? But there's something which you have to try and see whether it works for yourself
Okay.
or not. But practicing some form of yoga, Surya Namaskar, Bhujangasana, or any other yogasanas related to spine will help you a lot, right? In keeping it more stable. And so
Okay.
that's one
Thank you.
thing. But even if
Mm-hmm.
it happens a lot, it's fine, right? It's not such a big deal. But you can try out these things to make it more stable. Yeah. So it's, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thanks. Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, I have something. Anybody else? Manoj, I think you have unmuted yourself. You want to say something? No? Okay. So I just want to, tell something to all of you, right? So see, whatever we did just now, we call this meditation, right? So we call this meditation. We said we have done meditation, right? But it's a wrong statement to make, right? And even although I have also made the same statement that I helped you do meditation, and you also said we have done meditation, yeah. But this is a very, very wrong statement to make, right? It's an extremely wrong statement to make actually, because what we did just now was practice a meditation technique, right? So meditation or meditativeness is is about the way you exist. It's about your being, right? So once you practice meditation techniques for a long period of time on a regular basis, with full dedication and with a very strong commitment, you become meditative, right? And that's when we say that you are in meditation, right? So there's nothing like I did meditation, because only what you do is meditation technique, but you become meditative when you practice these meditation techniques, different techniques, depending upon which resonates with you best over a period of time, and that's when you become meditative, right? So it's, it's very important for you to appreciate this difference, because what you're doing is a technique, and at some point in time you have to leave these techniques also behind. So you should naturally become meditative is what your target should be, right? So that's the, that's a sort of, I'll not say goal, but that's the kind of state which you can achieve, right? So for that, I am actually creating a small program called Total Meditation. It is still a concept in my mind. I have created an outline of it. So in some time when I'm ready with it, maybe I'll, if some of you guys are interested, then you can join that program as well. And I'll teach you how to become totally meditative, right? At every moment of your day, doing anything, right? Whether you're doing your work, or whether you're doing, let's say you're eating, or whether, you're sleeping, or whether you are playing with somebody, or you're even writing, or you're singing, or you're dancing, you're doing anything, everything can be a meditation for you, right? So when you practice that, you become meditative really fast, and your entire life completely changes, right? So that's what meditation is really, right? And what we did now is just a technique, right? So I just thought that let me share that with you, because some of you I see have been coming regularly. So for those who, start becoming regular at meditation practices, it is important for you to appreciate this difference, so that you always keep the main objective in mind. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to share. Now we'll end the session. And if has anybody got any question or wants to share anything? Last opportunity. Otherwise, we'll end the session with a small song which I have downloaded for you guys. No? Okay, perfect. So I will now play a small song. So as I said earlier, that I want you guys to be reborn as a loving being today on this Valentine's Day. So I have a small birthday song which is, very famous in Art of Living. So if somebody follows Art of Living, then you would have heard this before. And even if you have not heard this, then it's a very good song. Yeah. So this is the birthday song of Art of Living. I'll just play that, and that's all for the day. Yeah. In case you have any questions after this, you can feel free to reach out to me on my WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to answer any question which you have. So just give me a minute. I'll play the music. So you can also sing along. It's just 1 minute, so you can actually sing along. One sec. So I'm sharing it now. In case you're not able to hear, let me know.
Today's the day, the way.
1 second. Okay. Yeah.
सागर में एक लहर उठी तेरे नाम की, सागर में एक लहर उठी तेरे नाम की। तुझे मुबारक खुशियाँ आत्मज्ञान की, तुझे मुबारक खुशियाँ आत्मज्ञान की। तुझको है अनंत में जाकर मिल जाना, तुझको है अनंत में जाकर मिल जाना। तू है सुंदर फूल इस संसार की, तू है सुंदर फूल इस संसार की। सागर में एक लहर उठी तेरे नाम की, सागर में एक लहर उठी तेरे नाम की, तुझे मुबारक खुशियाँ आत्मज्ञान की, तुझे मुबारक खुशियाँ आत्मज्ञान की।
Thank you so much. Have a good week ahead. I'll see you next Sunday with a new meditation and a new topic. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.